Good morning, everybody. So, well, it's really either really early or really late, depending on how you want to look at it. But I did want to do a video for today. I didn't do one yesterday. I was too busy trying to get ready for the Anna Griffin Create 9, and I didn't get everything done. But I got today's and some of tomorrow's done. So hopefully tonight I'll have time to work on some of the next stuff that I didn't get done. So we'll find out. But anyways, I did want to do a video for you, and I figured, we're behind on this because we're still on the yellow and already have the orange, and I thought, okay, let's do a template library, and we are actually on number 13, flat fold box card, and this has glue and all kinds of stuff on it. So we're gonna work on that. Now I'm gonna use a piece of this 12 by 12 Crafter's Companion white cardstock, and I'm gonna be honest, I love that stuff, and I'm gonna have to look into getting more of it for this kind of stuff because it's such a good weight and everything. I wanted to compare it to their multi-purpose paper, like to see how it stamps and stuff. And I will be, but I just haven't got there yet. And this is got score lines and glue lines. And I just want to be sure I'm getting those lines, but I don't. But I also want to make sure that I'm not using matte layers. I don't want to emboss matte layers into this. I think my best mode of action here is to just do the outline part first. And I was letting myself go off another thing, but that's how you end up missing lines. So I'm just gonna do the outline first, and then I'll work my way around. The way I usually like to do it is work my way across the page with the score lines and cut lines and all of that stuff. So that's what we'll do. And that'll make it easier. So I'm looking. Now these are matte layer lines. I don't want to score those, but here's a score line. Score line. Here's another score line, and it goes all the way top to bottom of the outline. Okay, then we have matte layers, but we have score lines here. So get those, which normally, okay, here's a score line. So normally if they're here, they're going to be down at this end also. So I'm going to hit these because I'm working my way across, right? And this is the best way. Okay, and there's the score line here, but I don't want to hit these matte layers. I just want to get this score line. Score line. Score line. So some people are celebrating Veterans Day today. Celebrating, I don't know if that's the right word. Getting off work for Veterans Day today. Okay, so I think I got everything on here. And I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to take a kind of quick look at it. And it looks right. So I have both my big scissors out here. Let me just cut it now. I could come with my trimmer, which may be a little faster, a little straighter, a little neater, whatever, but just cut that corner. I like this paper. I can really see these score lines. Well, this paper scored nicely. So I'm just coming at my cutting from whichever angle is going to make it easier. Because the better your cut, the better your card, right? Cut away extra so it's not in your way. All of that. Okay. Careful through here. And then come this way. Here's the thing to remember when you're cutting away your card blank, or whatever in here. If I'm going to be using the scraps for something, then I'm going to try to keep them as whole as possible, right? But I'm not in this case. So there's no reason to not just shave them off and take them away. So that I don't have to deal with them in my way. See. All right. So, almost done with the cutting here. Let's see what this is going to be like with the gluing. I don't know why, but I have a feeling I might really like this card. Okay, use the scoreboard and scoring tool to score, fold and burnish all the score lines. So might as well burnish. still not getting the... You know, I don't know why I don't go watch the videos first. There's supposed to be videos for all of these. And I never go watch the videos first. I don't know why I do that. Okay, there's that. And then there should be these score lines. Scoreline, I tell you what, the other day I felt my allergies coming on. Oh, I got a little nervous. Last time I thought it was my allergies, it wasn't. So this, I don't know what these are supposed to do. So that's the thing, right? Do they come down? Because that's a score line there. And get glued. Do they... How exactly do these get glued? Glue the tabs at each corner to make the box part. So this, that can't be right. This, oh, I don't know. So, there and there. No, because it's more in than that. It's more maybe like that. There we go. I think that's it. So this goes in, and these go here and get glued there and there. I think. I'm thinking. And then it folds and unfolds. That is the cutest thing. See my ribbon? So I don't lose my pen, hopefully. Okay, I'm going for it, folks. And I should have already decorated this before I did this. Well, not really anything I can do about that. I should have had my mats and layers and everything ready. I think I'm gonna like this card. It is a completely different... I have just never seen anything like it. I mean, look at this. So, on Crafters Companion TV, they brought out, I believe, the orange one. You may still be able to get it if you want. But they were saying at the beginning of the year that they will be coming back with the others. So if you missed any, you could still get some. The only thing is, knowing which days they're going to be on, right? That's the thing. So what I will do is try to keep an eye out for that. So for anybody that wants that, look, now that folds. And it's supposed to fold to 4x6, and it does. 4x6 perfectly. I really like this, everybody. I really do. I'm just wanting to get it burnished a little bit better so that these ends are not as bulky, but this is pretty awesome. Open, close, open. I mean, I love it. You could put just, oh my goodness. I love it. Absolutely. How long is this video? Okay. Good time. Because I definitely do want to do some mats and layers on this, and I have some pretty fancy paper here we could use. And a griffin, let's see. How about this green? Ooh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is see how well this embosses. And I'm gonna try to do the large mat like I like to do. So what I do, because they're matte and layers, you know, they give you one and it's kind of a big, and I like to do smaller. So what I do is I go to an edge and an edge, because you don't want it to be the full size. So I go to the matte and layer edge, and I use that on one of them as one of the edges, and then I use the edge of that portion of the card for the other. And let me show you how this works. So I'll cut this, and you could always just measure it and cut it. You don't have to do it that way. It's just easy for me that way. It works really well for me that way. So that's the way I usually like to do it. So again, I use the edge of the matte layer on one, and on the other I use the outside of that portion of the card, just that piece, and it just makes it just a little bit bigger. So you know, and a lot of these they only give you one. So I don't know why they call it matte layer if they're only giving you one matte layer. So you see, it's just a little bit bigger. So when you go to put it on here, it's just a little bit bigger, right? Then I can find some, where will my pattern paper go? I need, I moved a lot of stuff out of the way for this weekend. So, here it is. Here we go. So what do I want to use? That might be pretty. Ooh, that might be pretty on there. Okay, let's do this one. I just won't have any room to mess up because I only have the one sheet, and if you can see, it is a smaller sheet. So this one is going to be matte and layer size. It's going to be the exact size of the matte layer. So I'm going to kind of line it up perfectly here. Hopefully be able to get it right on both sides so that it's even. So come to this side and do the same thing. I'm just lining it up so that I don't have to cut that corner. Just lining that up as best I can. Okay. Okay. So I can now cut this out. I love these papers. Okay. So there's this. Look at that. How pretty is that? Ooh. Pretty, right? That's what's nice about double matte and layering, but if you only use theirs, you're only getting the one, and it's this size. Let me show you the difference. That's the size. That leaves a lot of empty space, right? So I just make that bigger one. Okay, let me glue these down, and we'll look at the middle and see how we're gonna figure the middle out. So I'm just gonna, this is the tacky glue, the Crafter's Companion tacky glue. So it's gonna dry pretty quick, but not instantaneous. Like the Nuvo glue, man, theirs dries like right now. So I kind of like this for the fact that it is pretty quick, but at the same time, you do have some wiggle when you first put it on. I don't want to move it too much if you don't have to, because you don't want to leave the glue mess behind. But there, see how nice that worked? So we could do a center mat and layer, and they do have a mat layer for that. So we could do the same way with the larger. Come on. And the smaller mats. So obviously, and that could be actually big enough. Let me see. I doubt it. No. Okay, so I'm going to use mat and layer, edge, and edge of the section. This is the edge of that section. And here's the mat layer edge, you can see. This will go here, cut it now. I really like this card blanket. I would definitely be using it again. So this will go in. It's going to be kind of hard to move it around and stuff, so definitely should have been decorated before glued. But I always like to get them together first and then think about decorating. So, I mean, because let's face it, there's been some I've been like, no, not gonna use it, would never use it. Okay. And then this is gonna just be regular matte layer. So I'm gonna line that up. Line it up. Alright. Now even I could go in with something else, because these papers are so, what's the word I would use to describe it? They're not really neutral, but they're so, ooh, I don't know. It's sort of neutral, but it's, I mean, I guess basically what I'm saying is you can put anything on these. Where I messed up is I didn't push this down. That needed to go down. Good thing is you can see whether you like it or not now. So you can take and definitely decide and decorate it beforehand. So, you really can't even tell. I didn't have it lined up evenly. Nice. I would just love it. I just do. I like this. What would we do with it? Because that's the card closed, and that's basically the card opened. So I could close, just glue one side. Look at that, that's cute. I like that. So let's close it, and I'm just gonna glue one side. See? So you can see very good that way. I'm just getting some decorations out because I really didn't have any decorations planned, and this card went super simple. Okay. And what else do we have here? Here's why it's nice to have embellishments ready, right? Just make some up and have them sitting there, ready to go. And then if you need them. So I'm not worried about going over, right? It can go over. But it made sure it goes over it this way. I do want it down into those flowers more. There he goes. I could put butterflies. I could put, I don't know. What else I would want to put? Here's what I'm thinking. I could put that little bit of border. I hope it works. I hope I didn't just cut that off for no reason. Just that little bit of border. Nope, that won't work. Because it has to fold in. And it can't. Unless it's, can it if it's the top one? Okay. So if it's the top one, it'll be okay. Let's try it and see. I'm gonna give it a try. So then that would have to go in, and then that would have to be the top part. I think that's cute. You see it? I want you to see some butterflies, definitely, and then I would just put a sentiment in the middle. You could put a little bit of decorative, but mostly the sentiment in the middle. And I am loving the card. I'm trying to get this pin back in. There we go. All right, everybody. I love this one. I really do. Very happy with that one. I will definitely be using this one quite a bit. All right, everybody. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank y'all for joining me. Please join me again, and God bless everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.